Hi, my name is Nadia Uwamahoro. I am an under 40 CEO.
The African Renaissance. The concept that the African people and nation shall overcome the current challenges confronting the continent and achieve cultural, scientific, and economic renewal is here, with young men and women taking the lead. Some call them the new school heroes. We call them under 40 CEOs.
Nadia Uwamahoro is a computer engineer and ICT specialist. She founded her IT firm while still an undergraduate at the Kigali Institute of Science and Technology. Her firm is a software company that creates mobile applications, including web applications, from scratch with branches in Uganda and Ghana. Her second company, Gira ICT, is an educational platform that facilitates the distribution of academic resources such as loans, grants, and teaching videos for teachers, students, and parents. Her love for innovation, education, and time efficiency compelled her to study computer engineering. Nadia is the founder and CEO at Data Systems.
All right, welcome to Under 40 CEOs, Nadia.
Thank you very much, Fab.
Right. Now, Nadia, you attended the Kigali Institute of Science and Technology, and where you bagged your master's degree, actually, in information technology and computer engineering. But please do tell me about your preteen years and growing up in Rwanda.
I was privileged to grow up in a modern family, where my father is actually my best friend and my biggest role model. He's also an engineer, loves mathematics, as me, because I did math and physics in secondary school. I have 6 siblings, with a sister who's my hero. The person like my best friend, people think we are twins. So Kigali is a fun city, small, almost everyone knows each other. And I believe the Rwandan dream exists. It's easy to start something here in Rwanda and make a name easily.
All right, so getting out of secondary school, you went into university. What university did you attend and what was your course of study?
I was doing computer engineering in Kigali Science and Technology, Kigali Institute of Science and Technology here in town. Yeah, in the first year, I chose the major that was concentrating on entrepreneurship, then computer engineering and information technology.
Have you ever worked in corporate in any other organization?
Yeah, it's pretty fun because I started this company. I started my own company when I was still in the university. And actually my first office was at the university. And my first staff, well, my colleague in class. Later on, I worked, I'll say I have done a couple of consultancy for different organizations as an IT expert, working on their website, helping them writing terms of reference, but I have never actually worked for somebody else.
All right. So tell me, at the point where you founded Data Systems, what problem was it created to solve?
Actually, it was about software outsourcing. We were at the university, and it looked like there was no company who was investing in providing employment to software analysts or anyone into the software industry, because it was a time even being a data entry or IT support was a very huge need in Rwanda and I guess in Africa. So I wanted to provide a spot for all the youth who are involved in IT. First of all, to show them it's easy, and then also to show them after they did it that it will be easier for them to get a job and actually work wherever they were. Yeah, because not many African people were aware that internet could be actually a platform for work.
Okay, amazing. So you read, you got a master's degree in computer engineering, information technology, and I see you're currently pursuing another master's degree in business administration. Why a second master's degree?
Actually, the first one wasn't a master's degree.
Okay.
It was a license degree, because here we do 5 years. So
Okay.
for some countries, they will convert it as, like, look at it as a master's degree, but it's a bachelor degree.
Okay. So tell me more about the business. It's been running for how many years now?
Since 2010.
2010. And tell me, who are your clients? I know that immediately after this interview, you just came in from Ivory Coast and you're off again on another flight at 2 a.m. To, to some other meetings. I know you work with certain governments, but tell me about your clientele.
Yeah, when I started, actually, my first clientele was government. So I provide e-government services, but also on the other hand, I build software for different organizations, SMEs. I do integration for people who are looking for ERP, enterprise resources planning, the kind of software that will take care of your finance, supply chain, procurement, human resource, but also digitize your entire process.
Okay.
So when we started, our focus was on the digitalization, because there are different solutions, amazing solutions in the market. Some are even international, like Microsoft solution, Oracle, SAP, but there is a component that is missing. And that component is very interesting for us African. That component is about digitalization, taking services online and avoid printing, like doing paperless transaction. Actually, that's where we come in mainly, is to move people from manual working and go online and actually show them that you don't need to print, and you can check and know exactly what is happening in your business wherever you are. So e-government services is one of our main area. We actually, before even I graduated, I was doing a very huge project in Ghana, digitizing the Ghana Revenue Authority. And right now, actually, I'm doing the same thing in Senegal. And hopefully, I'll do the same thing in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Maybe slightly differently, but it's nice and interesting how you work with one government and you're recommended somewhere. You feel like Africa is getting there. We are becoming one single market.
Most business people the world over face different challenges in business, and it varies from one phase of the business to another. But the challenges that come with doing business in Africa can sometimes be unique to Africa.
Tell me, what are those major hurdles and challenges that you've had to overcome to make the strides you've made so far?
Okay, as I was saying, that my mainly focus is on e-government services, but also I build innovative software. For example, one of the focus I've been in, one of my passion, is education. So I have this learning as a service or learning management system called Ishuri, which means e-school, basically. So the main challenge is we still have the challenge of people not affording ICT tools. Internet is still, it's getting there, it's coming, but it's not satisfactory even for us as a company. We will say that internet is expensive for African. And one thing that I didn't know, and I wish I knew when I started, is that skills are very important. Experience is very important.
Amazing. All right, would you say that you've experienced any challenge that's unique to being female?
Yes.
Please do share about that.
So relationships. So you meet with people who are in your line of business. Sometimes we get jealous the way men became friends and actually do business together. So when you intend to be friends with men, sometimes it doesn't go well. So and then also, as an African lady, the society is expecting you to get married, and when you're not married, sometimes they see you as a failure, and they don't understand that independence you want. They don't understand that you need also to listen to your ambitions. So, but for me, it's not a big challenge, really. I think women's dreams are valid now. It's not really a very big challenge. I'll say that the biggest challenge I met in my business is to find investment. When you start, it's not easy to get people to trust you, to trust your technology, to trust that you are aggressive on the market, because, as I said, the team is not clear yet. You yourself don't know how to partner, to form a team that seems to be strong. So also I'll say that investment in Africa is not an easy thing, because it's limited. It's expensive and limited.
All right, so what would you say makes the Rwandan business landscape unique?
Rwanda is quite unique because the leadership is good. It's clear, transparent, and good. It's changing. For example, when I started business, in every tender, you could see that it was requiring a company that has more than 5 years experience. So we have a quite aggressive ICT chamber. So this was brought to the ICT chamber, and communication were done here and there. From the ICT chamber to the ministry to the Rwanda Development Board, and this is no longer a problem. There is no limitation. You can open a company now and compete tomorrow. This is no longer a problem. Another thing was on processes, transparency. Now the tenders are online. We have a procurement which is online. And then also I'll say, because I'm into IT, and Rwanda is a country that is moving from agriculture-based economy to knowledge-based economy. It's easier for a business like ours, which is like visioning the future. Then Rwanda is becoming a hub. It's opening doors for the entrepreneurs. So yeah, it's very easy to start a business in Rwanda.
Okay, so what is the current business structure at Data Systems?
We have a board that is composed with people who have experience, not necessarily directors only. Then I manage a data system. We have a CIO and the CTO. Have developers and sales team. Yeah, that's the current structure.
Okay, so what are the most critical lessons that you've learned and can share about running a business to profitability and keeping it profitable?
It's not to get into many things at the same time. Me, I did it. And it was not a big problem, but it could have been worse if some people did not come to me and tell me, hey, Nadia, you need to keep it small.
And focus.
And focus. But it was difficult because already when I was starting, I started doing business outside Rwanda at the same time during the second year. So I didn't know how to But eventually it happened because in business you need to keep strategizing, learn from your mistake and take an action immediately. So taking action immediately, keep it focused, take an action immediately. It's not every business it's not every opportunity that is a big business. You need to have a proper focus, because when you have a proper focus, it helps you a lot to not venture in any business and actually use your small resources to do things that are not sure to get a return from.
All right, so tell me, how has travel and interacting with different cultures, helped to shape your person and added value to your organization?
Actually, it's very interesting because, as I said it before, there's certain skills you don't have, and you need to look for those skills. There are people who are more skilled, more experienced than you, more wiser than you. So the more you travel, the more you meet people, the more you meet more challenges, the better it is for you. Because the work of a software analyst basically is what? Is to look at the challenges and bring a solution. Sometimes you meet client who doesn't even know what they are looking for, but they understand their challenges. So the more you have met a challenge in Rwanda and compare it with the same challenge or same customer, the more you understand the challenges that one customer in Rwanda has, and you compare it with the same challenge in Ghana, and actually found that that challenge does not exist in Ghana, but exists in Rwanda, it helps you to find a solution. So definitely traveling is very interesting because it opens up the market, it opens up your network, it teaches you. So it's very interesting.
So we all know that human resources is a key element to consider when building any enterprise. How do you typically hire?
The reason why, as I said, we have two pillars in data system. We have one that does software consultancy, the e-government side is software for different organizations, and ERP, which actually is if we also partners of Microsoft and SAP, which are big companies, among others. But we also have another innovation project called Gira ICT that deals with education, online services, like sort of marketplace. The reason we engaged in that part of the company was because we saw that there was a lack of skill set. So by creating a software as a service, a learning as a service, we are enabling our future staff, employees. So because currently it happens that as we grow up, the kind of skills we need in technology, especially in software programming, sometimes we don't have it on the market, or when you have it on the market, they are very expensive. So our outsourcing team, that education window of our company, wings of our company, make it easier for us to actually recruit good elements.
Okay. How would you describe your leadership style?
I'm improving every day. I'm not a Kagame. Because in the end, I'm a woman and I love being a woman. Our nature is very nice, it's very African. We are very human sometimes.
So motherly.
Yes, we take time to act, but eventually we make good decisions.
Okay.
And then there is, women have a lot of intuition. I also listen to my intuitions. It's not about money. when I need to take leadership decision, sometimes I listen to my heart.
All right, so tell me honestly about your flaws and failings as a leader.
I tend to be very sentimental. Yeah, so trust is very important. So when I don't have trust in projects, in people, sometimes I don't go for them, even if they seem to be very big opportunity. I remain neutral. I take time. Yeah. So it can be a flaw because I've seen some people being prompt and it becomes very good. So I'll say that my quality is also my flaw. I sometimes take my time to certain decision when it comes to certain decision. Yeah, especially when it comes to people, about people.
Okay. So would you say your sentimental nature also affects decisions with regards to delegation?
Yes.
Because that also boils on trust.
Yes.
Can this person, deliver
Yes.
the way I would?
Yep.
Okay. So tell me, what are those key skill sets that a CEO needs to acquire in managing people?
I think a CEO need to manage his social life as well as his professional life. There are certain events eventually you cannot go to on a week, especially on a weekend, when you have a financial report to read. So you need to be that person that knows how knows his priority and focus. Keep thinking about your business, keep strategizing, keep reading. You also need to be ready to take certain decisions in order for your business to survive. I'll say that you are like a king or a queen. You need to understand that whatever decision you take, it can affect your company.
Or your kingdom.
Your kingdom, yes.
That's a nice analogy.
Yes, but also you need to know your team. You need to be open to meet new people, make new partnership, being available to events, conferences, and you need to have that skills of, how can I say, know how to bond with people.
All right, so tell me, what values are important to you and your firm?
Yeah, at Data System, we value, first of all, our customer satisfaction, the delivery, and also we have certain standards, a set of clientele that we want to keep, which is part of our business plan, which is part of our target.
All right, so tell me, what's the biggest letdown that you've experienced in business so far?
Certain employees can let you down, and sometimes it's not fair most of the time, because what we're doing in the technology space is new, because we need to keep up. We need to keep up with the new trends when there is new technology, so we need to keep up, because we don't want a customer to say, oh, you gave us something which is old. I hear there is this new programming language, this new technology. Why can't we use it? Then don't remember that we are competing with big companies. So imagine you have some employees and then you invest in them. By the time you expect a return, that's when they go to somebody else. Because, of course, there are bigger companies that will pay well. But it's part of the game. It's part of the journey. And in the end, you need to be friends with everybody. You need to understand them. So the fact that they work for somebody else doesn't mean you cannot go back and also actually recruit them again. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest letdown.
Even though she might have been let down by some employees, Nadia runs a successful business focused on delivering customer satisfaction. However, what sort of lifestyle would satisfy Nadia?
So I have a few quick fire questions for you. What do you love to eat?
Gitoki. I'm not sure you know it. It's like, it's banana, but it's not the yellow banana.
Okay.
They call it kitoki, yeah, or matoke in Uganda and Kenya. So that is my favorite.
All right. How would you describe your fashion style?
I like to mix. Sometimes I'm in jeans at the office and it's not Friday. Sometimes I'm in a suit. Sometimes I'm in a skirt. So I love Ankara. But my favorite fashion or style is umushanana, the traditional Rwandan.
Umushanana.
Umushanana.
Okay.
Haven't you seen
No.
Rwandan wedding?
No, I haven't been to any.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes.
I'm sure.
I'll send you a picture when I will.
Oh, not a problem. Please do. What are your favorite brands to wear?
I mix. I love Zara. I love Express. Of course, there are certain things I love, but I don't wear. I'll say that I love Chanel, but it's not something you will buy every day. So I love Chanel and Gucci, but on most of my time I mix between Levi's, Express, and Zara.
So, what CEOs do you look up to?
Bill Gates, of course.
So, what's your favorite car to drive?
Maybach.
Okay. What's your favorite travel destination?
United States. I love New York.
All right. Your favorite book of all time?
David and Goliath.
Okay. What book are you reading right now?
21 Lessons for 21st Century.
21 Reasons?
Lessons for 21st Century.
All right. So lastly, I'd like to know, Nadia, what makes you happy?
Being in love.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on Under 40 CEOs, Nadia.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Nadia Uwamahoro, and you too can be an Under 40 CEO.